So node to node communication, that's what other link, dedicated link or broadcasting link. Already we know that what is dedicated line, what is broadcast. Dedicated is a point to point, or broadcasting is a one to multi, more than one. That is a multi provider, multi point. That is a one to all. That is a or many to many. That is one to many. That is a broadcast. So data link function, that is a services, framing, flow control, and error control. This is what a services of every layer having that, but depends on the layer. We have to write smartly. So framing, what is a framing, what is flow control, what is error control, these are the service. Here framing, just now I said that the physical layer means moving the bits from signal source to destination, because the sender and the receiver in between the physical connection, that is a transmission media. The transmission media transfer the data as a electronic magnetic signal, but the receiving node, it will convert the electronic magnetic signal to the bits. Then the bit will be converted to the by the data link layer is a frame. The physical layer provides a bit synchronizing, ensuring sender and receiver using same bit duration timing. So data link layer on the other hand needs to pack the bits into frame. That's what I said. If you're having the 10 MB of the data, then it will be packed as a 2 MB, 2 MB, 2 MB, like this. The frame will be equal size or different size. Then frame is a distinguishable from another. So each and every frame having the distinguishable. That means the 10 frame, the 10 MB of the data, I have been the 10 MB of the packet divided by the 2 frame, 2 MB of the data, the 5 frame is there. So each and every 5 frame to be a distinguishable. Frame 1, frame 2, frame 3, frame 4. That is the order, or frame number. That is a header and trailer. Last class I said each and every frame have the header and the trailer. The header having the source information and the destination information. Tailor also having the same information about that. That's what the header of the frame heading, header information. So each and every frame will be distinguished. Last class we have seen that the link address, how it will be linked, that it is N1, N2, what is L1, L2. L is a linking address source and the destination of linking address to. That's what the diagram yesterday, last class I have shown that this is what a distinguishable. Each and every frame to be distinguishable, but the message packet is same packet, but frame will be a different each another. So our postal system, this is a simple example. The example is our postal system, because you are writing the letter, the envelope, the postal system, every envelope have the same, but how they are going to separate it depends on the pin code, depends on the envelope, the delimiter. So they will separate it. Similarly, the packet also, frame also will travel according to that. The packet will be independently travel or dependently, that is a connection orientedly travel or connectionless orientedly may travel, but finally the packet will be delivered. So the like a simple postal system will be a simple example of frame. So there's many of them, the city they're posting the letter, all of them they collected to the head office, then they want to delimit, that is a separating with help of envelope. Same thing, frame also separating with that, finally reaching to the destination road. There will be check the error control. All the frames are accordingly sending by the center node 5 frame. The 5 frames are reached in the destination node according to the order or disorder. Then they make the order, then deliver to the network layer. This is what a framing will do that. Then the framing separate the message from one source to destination, adding sender address and destination. Definitely every frame having that sending address and destination address. That's what L1, L2 linking address, and N1, N2 source, that is a logical address N1, N2. Still we don't know what is logical address, so just leave it. Just imagine only physical address, that physical address of the link address one, then source address, then link destination address L2. But each and every framing traveling independently, there will be a uh, destination address. So where the packet is to go, sender as the received, acknowledgement received. Although the whole message could be packed in one frame, it is not normally done. That's what I said. The packet will be not could be packed in one frame. That is normally not done, because the frame size may be fixed or variable size. This is what frame size, fixed size or variable size. The fixed size frame, no need for defining the boundary, but the size can be delimited, because every frame have the 2 MB. Then after 2 MB, third to 4, so another frame. After 4 to 6, another frame. After 4 to 6, 6 to 8, another frame. 8 to 10. So no need to define the boundary of the fixed size. Suppose variable size, definitely, suppose the first frame may be a 5, 1 to 5, second size may be a 5 to 6. We have to say that where the end of the frame, then 6 to 8, 6 to 8, then different variable size. So like this, there will be a delimiter. Delimiter is nothing but where is the starting point of the frame, where is the ending point of the frame. It will be mentioned by the frame is called a delimiter. So sometimes you used to us a simple notation. I have to say where is my sentence will end. The sentence ending is nothing but a dot. That is a end of the statement. Similarly, here we have the so many delimiter is there. I will tell you that there is a delimiter will fixed in the sending frame. Then that's what I said, variable frame and the end and one frame and another beginning of the next frame. So variable size means we have to say that where is the start end of the beginning of frame, where is the beginning of the frame. That should be receiver side can easily identify it. That will be taken care by simple framing protocol. That's and all, it will take care by that. But we have to understand what is a frame. Then again I am telling that framing is the, this is a frame, the signal, this is received from the physical layer of the receiver side, sender side receiving from the packet, then the packet will be converted to the frame. Suppose a receiving side, the physical layer, the bits will be converted to the frame. Then our like a for postal address, every frame having the address, that is a the frames, each and every frames are different types of framing. That is maybe a frame number or frame identification will be there. Then the frame will be delivered to the source node to destination, maybe delivered to the physical node from data link layer to physical layer, or physical layer to data link layer, then data link layer to network layer. The frame size can be fixed or variable. Fixed size, no, there is no issue. The size itself in that what is a one end of one frame and the end of the beginning of the next frame. Then there is a two types of frame approach can be used. One is called character oriented approach, another one is called bit oriented approach. So this is a 2 mark question I have to write. On the same time, part B also we have to write. It's a little bit elaborate. What is a character oriented approach? What is a bit oriented approach? The naming itself is the character oriented is nothing but the character. Bit is nothing but zeros one. So whether with the sending the frame is a hello how are you, or whether you are going to send the bit hello how are you is a zeros and ones. So bit oriented approach or character oriented frame. I want what my framing want to be character oriented approach or bit oriented approach. If I am saying the character oriented approach, ASCII values, the 8-bit, every frame having the 8-bit, then source and destination will be there. Then end of the error will be corrected, redundant. Then every beginning and end of the frame there will be a flag. Flag is the delimiter. Will be added. This is what a character oriented frame approach will be there. You see, this is a variable number of characters. It's not a fixed size, variable size. There will be a flag, that is the beginning of the data frame. There is a header, source node or destination node. There will be a data, then the trailer that will be a some destination address or where is coming the data, then this information, then again end of the frame. So variable size frame will like this is a frame. So each and every frame having the character oriented approach, there will be a flag is nothing but some identification. Suppose I can say whenever my header is my message is starting with at symbol, then ending with at symbol. Okay, the starting and the and end they have put at symbol. That is a message. The frame is finished. Again, I have to put at symbol at the header, beginning of the header, then at symbol. Then it goes on that. Then end of the frame, I can put it. That is a flag is nothing but delimiter. The flag size will be a 8-bit, 1 byte of the ASCII value. That is a escape key normally used for flag oriented end of delimiter. So the character oriented framing data can be carried or 8-bit characters from coding such as ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. ASCII, you know, that's the expansion, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Then every frame having the header, source address and destination address, and other controls. That is a other controls are reduction and redundant bits. Suppose any error or comes, then it will be CRC code. Normally I said no, that will be. Then to separate one frame to the next frame, there will be a flag. Once after that, definitely another frame will be flag, then it will be started. So it's a continuously the data will flow from source to destination. This is what a character oriented approach. Character oriented approach, there will be suppose Sir, character oriented approach, you are telling there will be a flag beginning of the frame, end of the frame. Okay, correct. Suppose the flag itself a message, then what will happen? I said no. Suppose at symbol, at symbol is a beginning of the my at symbol is a delimiter, that is identifier of my frame, starting of the frame as well as ending of the frame. If I am in case in my message itself having that, that is a problem, right? That's a problem. And I'm sending that information, is suppose I'm sending the mail id, the mail id I have that at so and so at and so and so, that what will this destination will identify where it is at is coming, that means a end of the frame, then it will be a confuse. So we need for, that's what we need for byte stuffing is there. That is a 2 mark question, how the byte stuffing is there. Before that I will conclude this character approach. See, the text, normally character approach, text exchanged between the data link layer, selected any character not used for text communication. The flag, see, the flag selected any character not used for text. If I'm not using for the text and the at symbol, there is no issue, character oriented approach. We can send other graphics, audio, video information used by the flag. So the character oriented approach, you can send by the text or audio, video, whatever the message from the passing from the network layer to data link layer to physical layer. Similarly, there is a destination side. But the character oriented approach, flag symbol is the text, what I'm using, that should not be used. So in case you see byte stuffing, in case a special type is added at the data section of the frame where the character is the same pattern as a flag. That's what I'm telling. What I said, see, again I'm telling you simple example. I'm sending hello, how are you? That is a data from the network layer. In the data link layer, what will happen? It is a divided the equal size. The hello, how are you equal size. You imagine that all are equal. Hello are starting with at symbol, finishing with the at symbol hello. Then how are starting with at symbol, then ending with a and symbol, then you also starting with that symbol and ending with that symbol, that like this the frame is going on, no issue. That the sim, then if I said there is a not used for the text, because the flag is not used there, the my flag symbol is at. Hello, how are you is a different word, my flag is a different ASCII character. Then now issue character oriented approach, that receiver end automatically starting of the frame, ending of the frame will be identified. But what the problem in that character oriented approach, suppose if when I'm sending the message, suppose I'm sending the message, flag is at a symbol, so and so at gmail.com, then what will happen? The so and so at is started, then in between one also one at is there, the flag type as well as the data type pattern also same, then we need for byte stuffing. That's what important I'm telling here. Byte stuffing, we need to add extra 1 byte, that is a called escape character. So we have to add escape character wherever we have same pattern of the text is there. There before that we have to put one extra. For example, if I say hello, how are sorry, uh, uh, xyz at gmail.com, if I'm sending, at is my flag, at xyz, then again one more at is coming. What I will do, before that I will put one symbol, for example escape symbol, or I will put some dot symbol or colon symbol. The symbol is will telling you. So followingly coming that followingly coming pattern is not a end of the frame. That's what escape sequences. This type of stuffing is called a byte stuffing. So in the character oriented approach, the frames can be two types of approach. One is called a character oriented approach, another one is called bit oriented approach. The frame may be a character based or the frame may be a bit based. The frame may be a character based, that it may be a text or maybe audio or video or whatever information, but there should be a flag will be there. When is a flag is needed, there is a different size of the frame. When is the different size of the frame? If one first frame may be a 2 byte 2 MB, second frame may be a 3 MB. So the destination node cannot be identified. Where is the starting of the frame? Where is the ending of the frame? In that case, we need to add our flag. That is a starting of the node and the ending of the node. That flag is called as a delimiter. The flag normally any type of that depends upon the protocol will choose that. Here I simply for your understanding I am telling this is a at symbol, is a flag. So this is a message, there may be audio or video. This is a another flag, that means the frame is a variable size, frame starting, frame ending, finish. Like this the message are going on, no issue. When the character oriented approach, the flag delimiter and the normal text or my message also same content is there, then it will be a not problem will be there. So same pattern as the flag. Then we need for adding extra byte. Byte is nothing but 8-bit. So we have to adding extra byte. That byte used to call as a escape character. It has a predefined bit pattern. Whenever the receiver encounters the at symbol, that is a what I said, escape character, it remove from the data selection. It treat as the next character as a data, at a not as a delimiter. This is what you have to understand of character oriented approach. Then byte stuffing. You see, this is a sending. That is a flag is there. There is a message is there. This is what how to deliver. This is a flag. There is a escape. Here is a message coming. This is a flag, header, flag in between. This is a what? This is a starting of the flag. This is the ending of the flag. Here is same pattern of the content is in the side inside of the frame. So what I need to byte stuff. Byte stuff means some flag to be added. My flag is here escape character. You keep in not at symbol, escape character. Or here is a flag added in front of that. That means when extra byte will be added. This is called a byte stuffing. Then extra byte is added. You see, flag, header, extra byte, extra byte, extra byte. This is a not a delimiter. This is a content. This is a delimiter. This is a delimiter. Then receiving side unstuffed. You see, flag is started a message. Content is there. So what will happen? Any special flag is there. Then followingly that considered as a data. So it's a take it as a data unstuffed. The flag, the symbol will be removed. Then again that unstuffed, the flag will be removed. Finally, the data to the lower layer to from the upper layer to layer. That means from data link layer to physical network layer, or from the data link layer to physical layer. This is what a meaning of byte stuffing. So byte stuffing is nothing but the frames having the character sequence of the text. That sequence of the text having that where is starting, where is ending. Ending and starting we used to call as a flag. The flag will be maybe whatever it is you can decide, or the that is a the protocol, the network protocol will decide. This is a frame will go ahead. Then that message is going, no problem. Suppose inside of the message or same type of flag also is there, then receiving end would get confused. To avoid the confuse, we are going to add one more extra byte, that is called a byte stuffing. Here is extra byte is called escape. This is a flag is a message, this is a escape also is a message. But what I want to say, this is a ending starting of the message, this is ending of the message. Whenever that flag as a content, I adding one escape character. That means this is not a delimiter, this is extra byte. This is not a delimiter, this is extra byte. So the extra byte is added. Then it's a data transfer. Ending node, it will be unstuffed because they have to remove it, right? The delimiter should be removed. This is what a message will be received by the flag header, flag escape, trailer, hello. This the message will be received by to the another upper layer. This is what byte stuffing. So 2 more question they will ask you, what is byte stuffing, bit stuffing. Actually byte stuffing for character oriented, bit stuffing for bit oriented. So I will tell you that next. This is what framing we have to understand. Yes,
Sir, sir,
yes,
good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
morning sir.
Sir, this is for general instruction for the students, sir.
Yes sir.
இந்த ஃபீஸ் வந்து இன்னும் 50% கட்ட சொன்னோம். நிறைய பேர் கட்டல ஃபீஸ், டியூஷன் ஃபீஸ். அதான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 50% கட்டிட்டு பேலன்ஸ் வந்து அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து காலேஜ் ஓப்பன் பண்ணும்போது பார்த்துக்கலாம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னாங்க. அது யாரும் கட்டல.
Sure sir.
கொஞ்சம் அது கொஞ்சம் இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் மாதிரி
Okay.
கொஞ்சம் வந்து ஆன்லைன்ல பே பண்ண சொல்லுங்க.
Okay.
அதான் டோட்டல் ஃபீஸ்ல இப்போ அவங்களுக்கு டோட்டல் ஃபீஸ் எவ்வளோன்றது தெரியும். அதில் 50% பே பண்ண சொல்லுங்க.
Okay sir.
ஓகேங்களா சார்? 50%
Okay.
பே பண்ண
Okay
சொல்லுங்க.
sir. Okay.
ஆல்ரெடி ஹெச்ஓடிட்டே இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் கொடுத்துருந்தேன், கிளாஸ் கான்ட்ரிபியூஷன் கொடுத்துருந்தேன். இன்னும் ஃபீஸ்
Okay.
வரல. மெக்கானிக்கல் இசிஎல்லாம் வந்துட்டு இருக்கு ஃபீஸ், சிஎஸ்சி
Okay. Sure
கொஞ்சம்
sir.
50% ஆன்லைன்லேயே பே பண்ணுங்க. ஸோ
Okay sir.
இந்த வாரத்துக்குள்ள கொஞ்சம் அது கொஞ்சம் எல்லாருமே இன்ஸ்டியூட் பண்ணி pay பண்ணாங்க.
Okay sir.
ஏன்னா எல்லாருமே ஃபேக்கல்ட்டி எல்லாத்துக்குமே இது பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க, சேலரிலாம் கொடுத்துட்டு. எனக்கு ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸ் எடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஸோ ஒரு செட் ஆஃப் ஃபேக்கல்ட்டி இங்கே வராங்க, காலேஜுக்கு வராங்க. ஸோ எல்லாமே பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம், ஆக்டிவிட்டிஸ் நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு. காலேஜுக்கு ஓப்பன் ஆகலாம். அதனால கொஞ்சம் மற்ற இதெல்லாம் செலவுலாம் இருக்கு. அதனால ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து 50% ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வில் பே த 50%. டோட்டல் ஃபீஸ் இப்போ வந்து சில பேத்துக்கு 1 lakh இருக்கும், சில பேத்துக்கு வந்து 80,000 இருக்கும். அதில் 50% பே பண்ண முடியும். 40 ஆர் 50,000 ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பே. ரிமைனிங் அப்புறம் வந்து அப்புறம் காலேஜ் ஓப்பன் பண்ண பிறகு கொஞ்சம் செக் பண்ணுங்க. தேங்க்யூ சார்.
Thanks. So this is what byte stuffing. So you can now understand that what is frame. Just to keep in mind, frame is nothing but some message. The message can be divided as a small piece of information, because the content, the full content cannot be delivered by the transmission media. That the data link layer, what will do, whatever we are now, what I'm doing the presentation also, the content will be divided as a chunk of the message. Then maybe equal size or different size. Equal size, there is no issue framing, that will move on smoothly, because the starting bit and ending bit of the size identified. But whenever we have the variable size of the message pack, a variable size of the frame, then how to identify where the frame is started, where the frame is ending. In that case, the flag will be added at beginning of the frame and ending of the frame. But that also no issue. But whenever the frame is moving data, the frame, what is the flag is there, the same flag as a content of the message, then definitely the problem will occur, because that the receiving end will understand, okay, this is the starting of the symbol is starting of the frame, the symbol is the ending of the frame. The symbol itself a message, then it is a problem. To avoid that, there have to byte some byte stuffing, that will be taken by the simple protocols. That's what I said, the simple protocol will take care. That's a byte stuffing. That is the character oriented based. Used to call character is nothing but AVC. That is a 8-bit. That is a 1 byte. That's what used to call as a character oriented. A bit oriented means 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. That is called a bit stuffing. That we see next. So extra byte will be added. That extra byte is called, normally used to call as a escape character. So escape key, normally you keep in mind, whenever I want to print the ASCII value of escape key, that value will be a delimiter. So that is a delimiter. This is a actual message. There will be a flag as a message. Escape, I'm going to add a escape as a flag. That also a message. Then what I'm doing, byte stuffing. 1 byte is added. This is also a flag. This is a actually byte stuffing. The byte stuffing also is a message. Then added a escape. Then is escape. Then the message going. There is a byte, extra byte added. Then the receiving end, what will happen? Byte will be unstuffed. The flag is started, is going on. They will identify, oh, this is for coming flag is not here. The end of the flag, it is a content of the message. You will add it, then move that like this, finally reaching to the upper. This is what byte stuffing. Then bit oriented framing. That is a in bit oriented framing, the data section of the frame is sequence of bit to be interrupted by upper layer. The graphic audio, same thing. But here what happened, you see, this is a flag, end of the flag. There will be a flag is I said at symbol or escape symbol. But here the flag is in bit oriented flag symbol is, see, 0 6 ones, then 0. This is a flag. 0 6 ones comes, then again 0. That is the end of the message, end of the frame, on beginning of the frame. That is a meaning of bit oriented. So if I'm sending like this message, no issue. But in the sending bit itself, 0 6 zeros, then 1, there is a problem. Then we have to add 1 extra bit. Then that is called as a bit stuffing. So you see, this is a bit flag. Here flag is some at character or escape sequences. This is a character. Here is a beginning of the frame and end of the frame will be identified in the bit oriented frame is called 0 6 ones consecutively, 6 ones, then 0 is comes, the deceiver end will identify, so end of the bit. Then again 0 6 ones comes, then beginning of the bit, then data will be read. Then again 0 6 ones 0 continuously received, then it will be a delimiter of that is end of the frame. But the send the content of the bit itself is a, suppose this is a data, this itself is 0 6 1 zeros comes, then trouble, because this is a starting of the frame. Then there will be a message, the message itself like a look like a frame flag, then the terminated. So to avoid that, used to call as a bit stuffing. So you see bit framing, data section frame is sequence of bits interpreted to the upper layer. Upper layer is nothing but a network layer, text or audio, whatever message. The end of the frame is here, do the single bit. Then we need for one bit, that is called as a bit stuffing. So suppose the same type of frame, end of the frame is there, we have to add one bit, that is a zeros. So bit stuffing is a 0 and 5 consecutive one bits are encountered and extra 0 is added. So what I am telling is, so we have to go in that what are the message is there, if a 0 coming and continuously 5 ones comes in, then I have to add one extra 0, then to say this is for bit stuffing. Here 0 continuously 6 ones comes in, that is the starting of the flag or ending of the flag. To avoid in the content of that, what I am going to do, 0 continuously 5 ones comes in, immediately one bit going to be added, extra bit, that is called a 0. Then you are telling that bit will be stuffed, then unstuffed, that what will happen. So whenever the 5 ones comes, then 1 0 is comes, that is a, that will tell you that this is not a end of the flag, this is a content of the message frame. Stuffing. So bit stuffing is nothing but there is a flag. The flag is symbol is 0 consecutively 6 ones, then 0. This is a flag. The flag itself is a message per frame content. Then what happened? There should be a bit to be stuffed. One bit have to be stuffed. Where I have to stuff one bit, that if the content is start with 0 and consecutively any 5 ones, then simply I have to add one extra 0. Then this is called a bit stuffing. So here we have to add whenever that the frame content 0 with high consecutive ones, then similarly we have to add zeros for as a flag. This is a flag of bit oriented stuffing. So simply example, this is a frame. You see, uh, this is a frame. See, 0 6 2 4 6 ones, then 1, like this comes going on. What is a flag? Flag is for 0 6 ones, then 0 is a flag. So what happened here, bit to be stuffed. So what happened, 0 0 0, no problem. Then once comes in, sorry, you see that 0 5 ones, 1 1 1 1 5 ones comes in. Then what I have to do, 5 ones comes in, the bit to be stuffed, because if if I'm not stuffed, then it will consider as a flag the stuff. Then again it will go on the content, there is no issue. Again you see 1 2 3 4 5 ones comes, 0 5 ones comes, then bit will be stuffed. Then going on, this is what you understand. So the message 0 continuously 5 ones comes in, I have to add one bit, that bit should be a 0. See, this is stuff, then unstuff it, what is the same content will be delivered it. This is what to understand bit oriented stuffing. So bit oriented stuffing is nothing but the message will be sending from the source node to destination node. This is what a format we have to send it. Bit stuffing and byte stuffing. So bit stuffing is a bit oriented character approach. Byte stuffing is a character oriented approach. This is important for 2 mark question also. They will may ask what is bit stuffing, what is byte stuffing. Bit stuffing is nothing but one bit should be added. When to be added, 0 continuously 5 ones comes in, I to add it. Why should I add it? Because the message is not a flag. Flag, the in bit oriented flag symbol is 0 6 ones, 0 6 ones and 0. This is a flag. So to avoid that type of confusion, we are doing for bit stuffing. The bit is here, 0 is here, stuff. So next is a flow control. Any doubt, I will recall. Again, I will tell you that understanding DLC having the 3 types of services. One is called framing, another one is called a flow control, another one is called error control, and traffic control, congestion control, whatever it is. But mainly we are focusing here framing and error control. Framing is nothing but whatever the message is received, that will be a sliced according to the size, but sometimes equal size, sometimes that approach will be a different size. In have the different size, definitely we that frame starting and ending have to be identified. We need to identify the ending and beginning. There will be a flock. There how the frame will be. The frame may be a character oriented approach or bit oriented approach. Sometimes a character oriented approach. Then we need for character stuffing, that is a byte stuffing. Suppose if I having the bit oriented approach, there should be a bit stuffing. That means one bit will be added. When to be added, 0 continuously 5 ones comes in the content of the frame, then added that, like this will go. Then finally the unstuff it, the zeros will be eliminated. Then actual message will be delivered. But if the character oriented, similarly, that some escape character can be added. That is a flag, the same flag as a content, then added. That will be unstuff. This is what framing, not flow control. Producer, receiver is a consumer. Flow control and error control we will manage that receiving and balancing the producer and consumer problem. So that here when the producer faster than consumer, then will be overwhelmed. That is a overflow. Maybe they need to be discard some items, because I am a receiver, you are a center, you are pushing your data better higher than me, supposed to be higher than, but your over high data rate is high, then the data cannot be consumed it, overwhelmed, then need to be discarded, because the data cannot be consumed. Suppose the producer slowly is sending, the consumer have to be definitely have to wait. That will make the less efficient. This is for flow control. This is every layer flow control, same concept only, but there the mechanism of the for controlling the mechanism will be different every layer. So understand that every layer there is a packet, here is a packet, here is a frame, there is a packet. So then there will be a content, there will be a message, that's all the things will be there. So this is what we have to understand. So this is a data link layer, is a sending node. This is a receiving node, is a data link layer of destination node. Producer is a producing, the receiver is a frame, is a pushed, the receiving node. So same, the data is a receiving node, the this also sending the data, this also sending the data, both are producing. The data link layer receiving node, and the data link layer here is a destination node, sending node and receiving node. So both are data link layer moving that flow control. If I want to move that, so that's what I said, how to manage that. Suppose I have that overwhelmed sending the data. So how that is here, the layer having the buffer. There will be a two buffer will be there. That is the receiving side one buffer, the sending side one buffer. That's what I said, memory. So that is like a bucket. Then whatever I'm sending the data, that will stored on there. You whenever you have the your according to your sorry, according to your configuration, you can fetch the data from the buffer. That's what flow control will manage. So buffer is nothing but a memory. The memory hold the packets, that is a frames. Whatever I'm sending that, there will be holded. So suppose the memory is some memory packet is full, definitely that send the signal to the sending node, then stop the pushing the data. This is what a buffer. So buffer is nothing but memory. That's what you and me and all sometimes I have the high bandwidth, I can push the data very high rate, but you may receive the data is slow rate. Then what will happen, the data should be maybe a less efficient, but the bucket will be, that is a memory, that is a buffer we is telling, no? The buffer, from the buffer we are going to receive the data. So in computer keyword, the normally some of them say the buffering is means the temporary memory will be there, the data will be stored, from that the data will be received from the receiver side. This is what will happen, the buffer flow control. Error control, it will be, error control will be checked by the CRC. So error control is not fully reliable. So why we need error control? What I'm sending the message, the destination to supposed to receive the same message. If anything bits are interchanged or bytes are interchanged, that is error. So that should the error control is fully not reliable. So we have to error control, we have to corrupted packets, and they have to check both sides have to be checked, whether sending node and receiving node. What I'm sending that 8-bit data, similarly you have to receive that 8-bit data. If you're receiving 7-bit of data, that means error. So that should be controlled by with help of acknowledgement. Sometimes if I'm sending 8-bit data, you're receiving 8-bit data, the receiver there is no acknowledgement received by the center, then the data may be lost. So again they have to resend, like this the concept is according to that. Then maybe send the data, or maybe they understand that the data packet is lost or frame is lost. This is what a error control, the controlled by error with the help of CRC. Normally CRC is not our syllabus. Cyclic redundancy code, CRC code. Cyclic redundancy means error checking and correcting the code. If any error is there is receiving it, then check as a correct the how many bits are sending, that will be checked the receiving side. Then if matching sending and receiving, then say packet will be delivered. If unmatch it, then the packet will be resend it. That's what meaning of error control will do that. That's what I said. Connection oriented and connectionless. The packet frames are connection means not a physical connection. Connection means one frame to another frame. There should be a relationship. That's what connectionless is, nothing but independent. You know that. Then the packet switching and circuit switching, I showed that. Connection oriented and connectionless, that is a circuit based, and circuitless, that is a circuit based is nothing but each and every packet will follow that the virtual circuit VCI code. I said no, the code. Then independent is nothing but the packet will flow independently, but reaching node finally to be arranged, rearranged the order, then delivered it. This is what a relationship. Connectionless is not a physical connection. It's a logically connected everything, but the packet connection, here we are talking about the second data link layer. Connection is nothing but packet, one packet to another packet, how the connected, interlinked. This will be a relationship. So this is what a connection oriented connection, DLC will do that. Connection oriented, just as I said, no, logical connection related to each other. That is a connection. How it can identify it's the frame number. If in case I have the 10 frame, frame 1, frame 2, frame 3, if I said the frame 1, after that frame 2, frame 3 is a connection. So the receiving node will check, okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10 is a receiving. That's a connection received. They're not received that, wait until all the frames are received and they're delivering that. That's what connection oriented. Connectionless is nothing but connectionless is nothing but the packets are flow independently, but finally the the transmission media rearrange the packet according to the order, then deliver it. This is what connection oriented, connectionless. There you know that what is a setup based, tear down phase, data transfer phase, same thing. There data link layer protocols. in network layer, in computer network, the data link layer, I said there is no specified protocols, but there is a specified no protocols. This some rules and regulation is there that here used to call as a protocol, not like a IP, not like a TCP UDP protocol. This is a do the functionality of that, how the frame will be kept, that kind of the 4 protocols. But the last 2 protocols not in functionalities now, no more. Just to understand, 2 more questions if you asked. The simple protocol, stop and wait protocol, go back and protocol, selective and repeat protocol. First 2 protocol is as per our syllabus also. Similarly, the first 2 only right now on that all the network communication is happening. The last 2 is for research purpose, no more in the right now process. So no, it's out of the market, out of this picture. So this is what we have to understand. Then what is a protocol, how it will be functioning? Here FSM normally used to call finite state machine. That is a finite state machine used to call. How that if I'm sending the data, then receiving the data, how the states are. State means how the actions and events are occurring in between. The data link layer sending the data, the data link, network layer sending the data link layer to be ready to receive. Once you receive the data, then what to do, the next action, then what I have to do, that is a action and event is called as a finite state machine. FSM normally used to call FSM. The behavior of the data link layer protocol can be better to draw you may study in object oriented analysis design or wherever, the state diagram normally used to call flow chart, used to call as a flow chart, how the actions and events are flowing. If condition, okay, if condition is true, what to do, condition is false, what to do. Similarly here state is there. If data link layer receiving the packet from the network layer, then what to the next process, what is the next action, that kind of action used to call as a finite state machine. Finite state machine, there is a one is called event, another one is called action. So here you see state 1 is nothing but there will be a 1 or 2 action. If sending to the action here, state 2 having the another action follow up, then state 3 only finish, then can return back. For example, data link layer receiving the packet from the network layer is a action, then receiving the packet is a first event. Then next event data link layer to convert the frame, then transfer to the physical layer is a second state. Then suppose the data link layer not receiving the packet, then what I have to do? They again go to for the event one or receiving. Or suppose the packet is not properly received from the data link from the network layer, that's kind of action and event used to call as a FSM. So here's simple diagram to understand. One state is there. For example, state is nothing but beginning ready, then action is going on. Once action is further to want to process, then state 2, then further to want to process, then the state 3. Suppose action 1 is finished, again send back to the state 1. Repeatably some action will happen. Suppose the receiving and sending the acknowledgement is passing the data is a next event. Like this, events are possible, the data link layer. The FSM, if they ask 2 more questions, what is FSM? Finite state machine. State machine is nothing but, state is nothing but level of the action and events. How many level is there? You can, in the flow chart, you may write it. What is the level 1, level 2, level 3? Starting is a first state. Once started, next state is a process. The process having the second state, third state may be a result, you may get it. Sometimes you may not get the result. If you not get the result, send back to the first state. Again, you have to process. If I got the result, that result have to process further, or it's the end of the result. That is the end is the final state. This is what start, end, beginning. This is are the state of the protocols in the any protocols, data link layer. Simple protocol, that's a 2 protocol only we are going to learn about. One is simple protocol, another one is called stop and wait protocol. Stop and wait protocol for flow control and error control. Simple protocol for just we are how the managing the simply how to manage the flow of the data. So if I'm simple protocol, what is the meaning? This is a sending node, this is a receiving node, frame is going on, there is a equally bandwidth, it's there, equal rate of the data, then there is no issue. Suppose sender sending the high rate of the data rate, receiving the same data rate, simply what will do? The data will frame will be discarded or lost. That's what simple protocol will do that. So sender sending the amount of the data, producer is producing higher rate, consumer is receiving the lower rate, then what will do the simple protocol? There is no packet, though there is no bucket or there is no memory or whatever it is. How much possible I can receive it, that much they receive it. If I'm not possible to receive it, the simple protocol that the packet will be discarded. That's what the simple protocol do that. So we assume that receiver immediately handles any time receive. The receiver never have be overwhelmed. That means receiver definitely not overwhelming the packet. That much has possible of the data rate, that much possible only data will be fetched. If overwhelming the data is sending here, it won't be happen here. That's what a simple protocol will do it. For that, what is the state of the simple protocol? This is a packet ready, the packet is ready, then start, then sending. This is what a ready state of the FSM. If the ready state of the FSM, the ready state is a data link layer. Once the data link layer is ready, then only the network layer can push the data. That is a producer is a network layer, because the packet to be transferred to the data link layer in the sending side. Suppose receiving side, data link layer is a receiving side, the physical layer to push the data, then only data link layer receive it. So that should be a ready state. That first state is a begin state, that means ready state. If the data is ready, then only push and that. This is a only one state diagram. That is a FSM. Some if I go for stop and wait, what will happen? Ready, receive it. If I am not able to fetch it, wait, then store or block it, then it will go. That's what states are. So simple state, whenever I have the capacity to receive, that much capacity of the data rate only I can receive it. No extra things. That type of things normally used to call simple protocol. So here data link receiver receives the frame, link, extract the packet from the frame, deliver the packet to the network layer, right? Because this is a destination node. Here data link layer send the packet to the network layer, that is for sender side. Here makes the frame is out of this. This is for network layer, we are receiving the data. Here data is sending to the network layer. This is what this is maybe a producer, this may be a consumer. This is sending is high but receiving is low, then what will happen? It's not overwhelmed, only logically the frame will be moved. How much possible of the capacity to receive, that much. Other than that, it will be discarded. This is a state. Then stop and wait protocol. there will be a stop, because the sender sending the data, the she not able to receive it. But what will happen here, one buffer will be there, that stop, put it there, block it. Then all the frame will be stored that if the frame is the memory is filled, then send the blocking message. That means the buffer also filled, then no need to send the data, block it. This is what a ready, then process, that is a block, is a blocking state. This is what we have to understand, that simple protocol. And stop and wait protocol, stop and wait, the naming itself is the stop and wait. When you have to stop, the buffer is filled, how to stop. When I have to wait, that the data have to be receiver end from the buffer fetch the data. Stop and wait protocol, both flow and error control. Wait for an acknowledgement. This is what things happening. Suppose error occurred just now, I said no, CRC, that is a cyclic redundancy code for to check the frame, correcting error and checking the errors with the help of CRC. But for us, we don't have any CRC topic, so just leave it there. So stop and wait protocol, this is what I understand. Sending node, so they see frames are sending frame. This is what one is sending frame, the sender sending the frame as well as acknowledgement. This is a piggybacking, that I said no, piggybacking is nothing but sender sending the direction, the frame data as well as the acknowledgement also, because the receiver maybe send some data, for that is how to respond that. So this already receiving the data for the acknowledgement as well as sending data. Here also is the sending the data. This is what happening for stop and wait protocol. We need to producer consumer need to be wait. Suppose both are same frequency, same efficient, no problem. This is a producer producing more data, consumer is, then have to be stopped, then wait for acknowledgement, then the acknowledgement receives, then I have to flow the control. That's what using for duplex. Duplex means, so you need bidirectional, it's going on some frame state. You see, sending state, receiving state, and blocking state. This is what block FSMs in stop and wait protocol. Simple protocol, there is only one state. Sending state, ready state. That is a sender ready to send. Receiver have to be ready to receive or block. Ready to receive means there is a busy or no, they are waiting for the ready state, then data will send. Suppose they are overwhelmed, then they block the data. So wait until wait, I'm processing already, have to wait for that. That's a blocking state. This is what FSM of sending center side, ready state both side, center also to be ready and receiver also both ready, but in between there is a blocking state, that is a center sending and block it or wait or stop, then move on the ready state. This is what blocking state is, nothing but waiting for the acknowledgement. This is what things the receiver receive the any error or whatever it is, send the acknowledgement. If receiver sending the data perfectly, then acknowledgement will send. Suppose receiver not receive the data, how to send the acknowledgement, or that the center will understand that the packet is not received in the source machine, destination machine, according to the timer. If that 1 milliseconds or 2 milliseconds have to wait for the acknowledgement, if the millisecond the acknowledgement not received by the center, then automatically the understand the center, the packet has been lost, so send it again back. This is what a stop and wait protocol. You see that this is what a flow chart argument, you can understand that. You see, network layer, the packet will be delivered to the data link layer. The data link layer, the packet will be converted a frame, the timer is started, this sending to that receiving node, data link layer, then the data link layer converting the packet. This is another state, then leave it that, then packet is acknowledgement, then timer is within a timing, acknowledgement has been received, so second packet is sending. The packet is sending, the frame meanwhile receiving to the destination node is lost. That means the data has been lost. Then what happened, there is no acknowledgement, waiting for the interval period, there is no acknowledgement, timer again the resending the same packet, then getting the within a time frame acknowledgement. This is what happening. This is what a state, ready state and receiving state and sending date state. This is what start a timer, stop the timer, restart the timer. So this is, you have to from this diagram understand, you can articulate your understanding of the stop and wait protocol. The sending node, receiving node, data sending from the network layer to data link layer, data receiving node is sending data link layer to network layer. This is the receiving side, this is the sending side. Packet You have to understand that. Simply you can put one packet sending that within a time frame acknowledgement has been received. Another example, you put it that the frame is not reached to the receiving node. The timer is waiting. Nothing reply is received from the center node, receiving node. Then timer, what happened? And then again the same packet, the same frame will be resent. Then acknowledgement received within a time frame interval period. Then another interval period, the packet then going. They see acknowledgement dot received. One is while reaching to the destination. Before that, the frame is lost. Then again resend it. Another example is the frame is reached to the destination node, but maybe error. That is a error means the sending bit and receiving bit may be different. Then acknowledgement is not sent. They lost the acknowledgement. The frame again resending that. This is what a understandable of stop wait protocol. Piggybacking, just now I said, the normally the simple protocol or go back and protocol, stop and wait protocol, all protocols are unidirectional. That is this diagram, just this diagram for your understanding, I put bidirectionally, but stop and wait protocol or the simple protocol all are unidirectionally. So we want to do that bidirectionally, but because bidirectional means one end the sending node will send the data with acknowledgement, another receiving node will send the data with acknowledgement, then that type of communication used to call as a piggybacky communication used to call. So data in one direction and piggyback the acknowledgement in other direction. This is what a things protocol have been designed to allow data flow both directions. However, to make the communication more efficient, data in one direction is piggybacked with acknowledged in other direction. This is what a piggybacking method. So for our understanding, when a node A is sending data to node B, node A also node A sending the acknowledgement data received from the B. Understand what I'm telling? Node A sending data to B, but at the same time, node A sending the acknowledgement already received by the message from the node B. So that this is called a piggybacking to understand. So I would conclude second unit, second topic. So what I want to say from the understanding of data link layer, maybe a little bit and byte oriented. Simply how to understand the byte stuffing, characters, bit stuffing, then framing. In the second unit and all, there is no that much of complexity algorithms or routers protocols. Just you have to keep in mind data link layer. There will be for flow and error control, there will be a 4 protocols. One is a simple protocol. Simple protocol simply will, that's all. What we'll do normally, simple stop and wait protocol only will do the controlling of the acknowledgement, and they're having the state. There is a simple protocol only one state, ready state. That's all. They're ready. All that's all. So receive the packet. If I able to receive it capacity, I can receive it. If I'm not able to receive the packet, I don't bother how much the sender is sending. The packet may be lost. But simple and wait protocol, there will be in buffer that is a receiving end and sending it, and the stored and stop. Wait for the acknowledgement. If once acknowledgement, that's what this diagram I have shown that. If acknowledgement receiving perfectly, then stop and wait for the packet will be delivered properly. It's go ahead, no issues. Simple protocol, there is no acknowledgement, there is no nothing response, then the packet may be inefficiently travel. This is what I will conclude. But before that, I want to go through 62 students are 60 are present. But what I want to say, that in courseware, only if you want internal mark, you should attend that courseware. Already self-assessment test completed. Only 40 something only attended. I don't know, date is already completed. How can I give the internal mark for the first unit or first test, whatever it is? I will show you. I will show you. Then only you can understand, because I don't want to hide anything. Show you. Many of them may know the mark of self-assessment, but first time I allowed for multiple attempt. Then one guy, Bharati Jayava, that fellow only 3 times attempted. But first time I given for understanding purpose, I allowed 3 times attempt. Next time and all, 1 attempt only allowed. 1 attempt, whether you attend or not, you have to see self-assessment test. You see how many attended? 49 only attended. In that I myself is 2, then Bharati or something, that fellow is attended 3 times. So 5 is reduced. 44 students only attended. You see the marks also. I don't know what is the difficulties. You see, what is the problem? You not understand, right? They see 5 mark, Kirtana and all. Just what I taught here, that is a question is there. Some of them got 25, one or two got 25, see 25, 24. On an average 18 only. The Bharati J, this fellow only attending 3 times, because I allowed multiple attempt. Some people, nobody attended. This fellow only attended 3 attempts. You see, 1, 2. First attempt 8. First attempt 0 actually. Second attempt he got 8. Third attempt he got 25. This kind of malpractice next time I allowed or not allowed. First time I just allowed to attempt any time. Next time only 1 attempt. One time you attend, what mark you scored, that mark only, you cannot move. See, first time you attended 0 mark, 21 minutes is waiting on the test, but 0. That means all wrong. Then finally somewhat he understood. 13 minutes he attended. I can understood how much the 7 minutes 24 mark is not possible. Already you may got score. Already you may got answers from some other persons. Simply click only can possible, right? This kind of malpractice and all I can view it. 7 minutes, within 7 minutes is not possible. You can read the question itself. It will take one minute. Then I am clicking. That's what I allotted for 25 minutes something for this exam. You understood? I know everything. How many people, how many hours you are standing, what time the test is attended. You see, everything will show to me. 15th August, what 9, night 10 o'clock this fellow is attended exam. 11 o'clock a login. 12 o'clock is exit. How many minutes was used in our portal. Everything I able to view. I don't want to review it to you, but for our understanding, I'm telling you. Assignment also, time is there, no problem. Only 25 is submitted. Still, I'm not graded. Only into 12 hours is there. So tomorrow is the last date. No issue. Yes, set 1 for A section, set 2 for B section. In that assignment also, any replication is there. Definitely, I will put 0 or discarded that. Replication is nothing but somebody assignment, some do everything. You want to credit the copy of the assignment, just to change the name of the assignment, change just you put your name, you can upload it. I said similarity of the assignment is there, definitely that and all will be not accepted. You know that this much things is there. I know, I can understand how many of them using, how long hour you are using, when you are login, when you are log out, everything can identify. Then one more I said feedback. Only one fellow only gave the feedback, but I not understood the name of the student, because that's what I already said. The name cannot be, I cannot also see it. Only one feedback I got received. I not open it, but 84 almost every exam, every session 50 to 55 students are attending. So 55 should be attend the self-assessment, not attended. Then feedback should be 55, not 55. So what I want to say, so take it as a seriousness. If you have any problem, mail to me, I will tell you. So again, I give one more chance. Today I will give one more chance to write the exam for self-assessment test for those are not attending. Today I will allow you that students can attend 49 only, so in that 44 only. So today I will enable it here because the date is 15th August. If expire, you can the test quiz is closed, but I will allow today only. Those are not attending, you inform to your friends. This only will help you for the internal mark for first unit, unit 1 assignment or whatever it is. This is what every staffs will follow. I know. I don't know whether what they're doing or not, but this is what the rules of this semester. Thank you very much. I would like to conclude, but again, I'm telling you, you send your feedback, go to the feedback, click whatever it is. Definitely not view wow those fellows return the feedback and all, but this can I can verify those who attend the assignment, who send the assignment. Feedback is not by name, not by mail ID, not by system. That is a different. That's what, if you want to see you also, I will show you. Show responsibility. This somebody send it, but no, you see response number only. If you cannot identify which fellow send it, which fellow where to send, where, how to send, this not and all, you cannot view it. So the feedback is a real feedback. So you cannot no revenge and all, no, cannot follow up that who sending this kind of message and all. But it will help you for the management as well as for our improvement. Okay. So thank you very much. Any difficulties? I know your difficulties. Everybody have the difficulties, but send the mail. I am very flexible to you. So according to that, I don't want to anybody absent, anybody want to be zero or fail in this period also. So make sure any difficulties convey to me. Thank you very much. We see you next class.